Yes, people, Arsenal with Ash. Nottingham Forest away is our next league game. Midweek game under the lights, away to Forest. It's not a great fixture, but we need to pull ourselves up. We need to get back into some routine. We need to get back to winning ways, because we got some big games coming up. Forest away, first big game, big game. Third place in the league, having an unbelievable season for their standards. Um, Gonna be super tough. Then we've got PSV away in the Champions League next week, and then it's Man United away. Then it's PSV at home. Then it's Chelsea at home. So all of that before the international break. There's still so much to play for, but our season could also be over at the end of that. So we need to get some momentum going. Fight with what we've got. Yes, we're down to the bare bones, but we've got to fight. We've got to get something. We've got to get something. Our season cannot be ending in February, March. It can't happen. So we need to find a way to pull ourselves out of this. It was a bad result on the weekend, but as Arteta has said in his press conference, we're going to fight to the death over his dead body. He said that this title race is over. So yeah, let's see what we can do, man. It's going to be a tough game. Forest away in the last 3 visits there. We've lost twice. One last season, obviously it was pretty much kind of this time of the season as well, a bit earlier. We won 2-1, late goal for Forest in that game. Made it a bit of a nervy end, but we managed to get the 3 points that day. And we need to do the same this week. We need to do the same. They're not in the best of form. Yes, they've had a great season, but in their last 4 games, they've got 1 win, and I think they've lost 3. Um, Newcastle away, they lost on the weekend, a mad game, 4-3. They got Chris Wood, who's firing, having a great season despite his age. He's banging the goals away. So they got a lot of threats, and their game is a lot of transition based, and that can hurt us because they're just gonna say, "Have the ball, Arsenal. Try and break us down. We're gonna sit everyone behind the ball, and then when we win that, we are going to transition as quick as lightning." And that's what they're gonna do. They got the likes of Alanga, Gibbs White, Hudson-Odoi, all quick players. And obviously Chris Wood, if he gets a chance, he's banging it in. So it's a tough game, and I'm not going to lie to you. I looked at this game a few weeks ago. I said, "Don't worry, win against West Ham. Forest game, take a draw." And we're here now after losing to West Ham, and I can't. A draw would still be a good result. Like I can't see us doing much better than that. But I'm not going to be all doom and gloom because yeah, hopefully we can turn it around. Um, and yeah, get ourselves back on track. And you never know. You never know. Is that might have something for us to get our hopes back up. But yeah, let's hope. Let's focus on this one. I hope we can get the job done. In terms of team news, I think in terms of the injuries, Waneri is fine. I think Arteta just said it was cramp towards the end of that game. Obviously, we're going to be without Lewis Skelly through suspension. And then I think it's just the usual injuries that we've been dealing with the attacking players. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Arteta does in this game because I don't know how we're gonna find a way to break through. We might have to rely on set pieces, but I don't know, man. I just can't see how we break through. But he does his job. He needs to find a way to unlock that door, and the players need to make sure they stick to the plan and do what needs to be done. So in terms of the predicted 11, I'll probably go with David Raya in goal. Um, I'd go with Timber at right back still. I know Ben White is back, and it'll be nice to rotate, but this is a tough game to throw Ben White into. With the amount of transition defending he's going to have to do, if our counter press ain't on point, he's going to have to do a lot of going back and forth, and that's a big ask for a player that's been out for so long. So I'd stick with Timber at right back, Saliba and Gabriel at centre back, and it's going to have to be Calafiori at left back, who needs to step up because that was a poor performance the other day. And he's up against Alanga, who's rapid. He's just going to knock it past him and run. So he needs to be clever, needs to be tight to him, and make sure he doesn't get the space to knock that ball past him because once he does that, it's long. And then in midfield, I'd probably have to stick with. No, you know what? I'd change it up. I'd put Deck at the base of the midfield, number 6. Um, I'd put him there and see if he can do a job of nullifying Gibbs White. Um, I'd put obviously Odegaard in the team, and I'd go with the Zinchenko route. I'd go with Zinchenko at the left eight, just to have a little bit more guile and creativeness in the midfield, and see if we can break them down through good patterns of play and his technical ability. So I'd go with him in the eight. And then I'd go with a front three. I'd keep the front three the same as what it was against West Ham. I wouldn't start Sterling. I'd go with Trossard. I'd go with Marino up top, and I'd go with Waneri on the right. See if Marino can occupy the centre backs a bit better than he did in the West Ham game. And yeah, hopefully with that technical ability of the likes of Zinchenko, Marino dropping into pockets, Odegaard, Trossard as well, Waneri, hopefully we can pick the lock and get something out of this game. So yeah, that's the team I would go with. Whether Arteta does that, I don't know. Obviously, there's arguments to have Partey in there, a bit more physicality. Jorginho even could be called upon, and whether it goes with Sterling or not. But yeah, we need to get something out of this game. If we walk out of this game with a defeat, then boy, we're gonna have to start looking behind our backs, and we don't need that. We don't need that. So yeah, let's hope we can get back on track, get with a win. I'm gonna go with the boys. I know I've been a little bit negative with this preview, but I'm going to put my faith in the boys, a little bit of hopium, and I'm going to go with a narrow 2-1 win. I'm going to go with Trossard to get a goal, and I'm going to go with Odegaard to get a goal, because we need a captain's performance from him, that's for sure. We need him to step up and lead this team and lead us to victory. So yeah, let's go with a 2-1 win. And we're going to see, is that Bagger Hattie at Anfield as well. Get 3 points for Newcastle, and then the title race is back on. But yeah, let's see what happens. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, comments, how you feel the game's gonna go, your concerns, who you would start. Would you change it up a bit? There are a few options in defence and midfield where we could change it up a bit. So let me know what you would do. And yeah, keep the faith, Gooners, man, because if we can get a little bit of momentum, a little bit of luck, you never know what could happen in that Champions League. And with the slightest chance in the title race. So yeah, let's see what happens. But yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you after the game.